Hi, boys and girls. It's the Acker family again. We're here to talk today about favorite stories. Now, I know there are a lot of stories out there, and so many to choose from, and so many that I personally like, but I chose the story that was my favorite as a kid. The story was called Where the Wild Things Are. Its story and pictures are by Maurice Sendak, and as you can see, where the wild things are, as you can see here, there's going to be lots of different kinds of monsters in it. Let's see what happens. It's a story about the wild things and then a little boy named Max. This is how the story goes. The night Max wore his wolf suit and made mischief of one kind. Mischief is doing something bad. You can see he's putting a hole right in the wall with a nail and a hammer. And another. Here he's chasing the dog with a fork. Oh no. His mother called him
Wild thing.
And Max looked at his mother and said, "I'll eat you up!"
Then you go to bed without eating anything.
He was sent to his bed without eating supper. That very night, in Max's room, a forest grew. You can see the trees. And grew. Oh my. His room's disappearing. And grew until his ceiling hung with vines and the walls became the world all around. He's going out into the wilderness. And an ocean tumbled by with a private boat for Max. It even has his name on it. And Max sailed off through night and day. And in and out of weeks, and almost over a year, to where the wild things are. There's the first one. Oh my. And when he came to the place where the wild things are, they roared their terrible roars. They gnashed their terrible teeth. They rolled their terrible eyes. And they showed their terrible claws. Till Max said, "Be still!" And he tamed them with a magic trick of staring into all their yellow eyes without blinking once. And they were frightened. And they called him the most wild thing of all. And they made him king of the wild things. "And now," cried Max, "let the wild rumpus start." The wild party starts. And they started jumping up and down at the moon. Jump, jump, jump around. Jump around. Jump, jump, jump around. And they swung from the trees like monkeys. It's a party, it's a party, it's a party. Hey, hey. And they played games like Follow the Leader and Conga Line. Dance, dance, dancing down the conga line. Dance, dance, dancing down the conga line. "Now stop," Max said. And he sent the wild things off to bed without eating their supper. And Max, the king of all wild things, was lonely. And he wanted to be where someone loved him best of all. Where would that be? Then, from all around, from far across the world, he smelled something. It was good things to eat. So he gave up being king of where the wild things are. But the wild things cried,
Oh, please don't go. We
Max, he said no. The wild things roared their terrible roars. They gnashed their terrible teeth. They rolled those terrible eyes. And they showed their terrible claws. But Max, he stepped into his private boat and waved goodbye. And he sailed back over a year, and in and out of weeks, and through a day, and into the night of his very own room, where he found his supper waiting for him. And it was still hot. The end. Boys and girls, that was my favorite story growing up, and my challenge for you today is to find a story in your house that you love. Maybe it's your favorite one that you have at home right now. And what I would like you to do is find that book, hold it in your hand, give mommy a nice big smile for a picture, and have your mom send it to us in Class Dojo. Now the other challenge is, I want you to take that same book, that one that you love, and I want you to do something. I want you to draw a picture from the story. Here's a picture on the cover. And every book has a title here that you put the letters together and they make words. And it tells you the title, Where the Wild Things Are. I want you to draw a picture from the story. Here's my picture. That's my wild thing. And then I copied those very same letters that were found on the front of the book to make the title. Here's my title page for Where the Wild Things Are. See if you can practice your drawing and writing. Send us a picture of that, and we would love to see it. Thank you so much, boys and girls. We miss you so much, and we look forward to seeing your great work. Bye-bye.